Gather round, hustlers, as if you're still living. Pay attention and listen to the rhymes that I'm flipping. They'll try to play me nice, try been spitting. If you disagree, you gracing. Now ain't homie, you tripping. Did so many records, I lost count. My approach to music is sorta gothic. Homie, I black out. Poetry on the beat, man, you can't out-snap me. Man, a boy is too gifted, man, you can't out-rap me. The devil wants me to stop, but I ain't fazed, cause I know he's too weak, like 14 days. Right off the bat, real quick, let's set the record straight. Make no mistake, been great, been dope since the first tape. Did it for the people that was plain to see. I gave you the first tape, no charge or fee. So if you ever see the police harassing me, tell them I never sold dope, I gave it out for free. Thanks. I appreciate you doing that for me. You can't help but groove to this one, you know what I'm saying? It's that soulful music. That groovy music, you feel me? Your boy back, sorry for the wait. While I had his time, now let's set the record straight. It's the return of the boom bap, real rap, super soldier serum. I can do this all day, no cap. I'm Young Vito, voice of the young people. Flow so lethal, it's borderline illegal. MCs move the crowd, real ones do it seamless. I make them say, hey, like the Dean's List. Genius, all facts. You heard my last tape on the Roy. My first. Jazz. Alright, so boom. The big coming Carlos said he had a late pregame and I could pull up on him. Tryna roll. For real? Bet. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Hey. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Hey. Catch a vibe, come and meet the team. Come and kick it with your fave 3. Chop it with us, come and join the stream. Trust me, y'all, it's must see. It's a culture party if you partaking. Hottest podcast, it ain't no debating. It's ringing off cause it's so engaging. Let's keep it raw. You won't find this on no other page. This kind of talk, this kind of cloth right here is tailor-made. What up, love? Tryna have fun, we the plug then. It's for the people so the culture win. Need an outlet, then tap in. Come tap in. We keep it fresh with the content. We even got Bash Stop from Carolina Blitz. And Shot from P&P, they're a perfect fit. Cause what's the point of a pregame if it ain't lit? It's lit, it's lit, it's lit.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the pregame. We lit, we live, and while y'all edit, like, comment, and subscribe. My boy, what's up with you, my boy?
What it be like? What's popping, man? All is well over here, man. No complaints at all. No complaints.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. How's your week? I know you've had a busy week this week, bro. Oh, you've been everywhere, man. How's things? How's the family? Oh, first off, shout out, happy birthday. To Mrs. Beard. Shout out to her and her 21st birthday. So
yeah. No, we getting old, man. Now it's been great, man. Me and the wife, we've been outside, which is kind of crazy. I ain't the outside type of dude, but we got a little dance family that we rock with, and all the dance moms and the dance dads. We cool. We like a tight knit crew. And so it's like birthday month. Like everybody in the crew, wife's got a birthday, so we've been celebrating birthdays damn near every weekend. So it's my wife's turn. So it's my wife's birthday today. She turned 40 years old today, and she's out partying with them right now. And then we outside tomorrow. We outside Saturday, and then we outside Sunday again. So yeah, this ain't me, bro. This ain't me, bro.
I've never seen you do anything like this.
It's not me, bro.
Are you excited? Or are you kind of like, what's the, you know what I'm saying? This is like an occasion, like something that happens out of the ordinary for you.
No, it's definitely out of the ordinary, man. I ain't been outside like this since college, bro. Like I don't get outside like that at all. I be chilling at the crib. It's cool though. I mean, it's cool. We, good dinners. It ain't like we out in the streets. You know what I mean? We you know how we
eating
good.
You
know what time it is. Yeah, we doing good. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So we outside in the spot. So It's good, man. We having fun, man. Living life, just enjoying it, man. My kids are at that age; they take care of themselves almost. So we outside, man.
Can't wait. I don't know nothing about that right yet, but can't wait. But it's dope, man. It's like Kendrick said, man. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
sometimes
look, I don't be trying to show nothing. I be trying to chill, bro.
Hey, you already know what I'm saying. You can't hide it. You can't hide money, man. Look, at least look. I'm out here. I got a fresh cut. I got the hair retwisted with nowhere to go, bro. But it's all good. It's like I got it done. You know what I'm saying? I got it done. So, but yeah, shout out to hey, that's funny. Shout out to Mrs. P&P. That is funny.
Yeah.
Sorry calling her that, but yeah, shout out to her. Happy birthday, man. And y'all enjoy yourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? We're alike in that regard. We don't go out often, but when you do, man, you gotta have some fun with it. So
yeah, bro.
What's up? Cool, bro. So a lot has been going on this week. Before we get into it, I'm gonna ask you what you're pulling up with, but a lot has been going on, man. I'm not sure if you saw the news about Donald and the 34 counts that he was charged to be. His crazy work going on right now. I don't really have much to say. All I gotta say is that's about it, bro. Like, good luck. You know what I'm saying?
I'm staying out of politics game, bro. You got that one.
That's what I said. That's all. Look, that's all I'm gonna say. We leave it there, bro. So what you pulling up with?
Man, just I'm cool, man. I'm this the white birthday, so birthday vibes is what I'm pulling up with. I ain't really got too much going on. That's it. That's it, man. Just chilling.
I love it, man. No, I'm pulling up with not birthday vibes, but pulling up with just positive vibes, man. I think a lot has been going on. I know we talked about it before in terms of family and stuff like that, man. But things are working out, and man, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the family, and we trying to make moves out here. So everything's good, man. I'm pulling up with some positive vibes, real. So I hope everybody had a good week, man. Let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about, but before I say this at the end, but I'm gonna say it at the beginning. Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, and subscribe. We're live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram right now. I think we're at like 187 subscribers so far. So we're rolling, but we want to continue to get to the thousands. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get there. So continue to tell a friend, to come pull up on this, man. So Vashti will be here later. She had a few different things to work on. So our co-host will be here soon, but we're going to go ahead and get into it, man. So here's all right. So boom. If you did not know or don't know who this is Bronny James, or LeBron James Jr. He likes to go by Bronny. But he declared, we talked about this before on the pod, but he declared for the NBA draft. And people were like, he's not ready because he had a okay season at USC. Sometime,
that was okay.
Only reason I'm gonna say okay.
We calling that okay? Is that Lakers bias kicking in? What we talking? What we doing?
No. This ain't no Lakers bias. This is the only reason I'm saying okay is because he had a health scare. So he did not get a chance. He did not get a chance to really show out. Like his heart stopped for a moment and he was out for majority of the season. And so that's the only reason I'm saying okay, because if he would have played all season and came with those stats, then I would have said that was a trash. That ain't even mid. That was a trash season. But he didn't play a lot, but he still showed like little flashes here and there. Anyway, everybody knows that LeBron is interested in playing with his son at the next level. And so the reason I want to talk about him real quick is he went to the combine. He did fairly well, right? He's a bit shorter, right? He's like 6'1". He can jump really, really high. I think he was in like the top 5 in terms of vertical, which is pretty impressive. He shot very well from the 3. But he at first was not scheduled for any workouts. After the combine, he was scheduled for 10 workouts. 10 teams came to him and said, we want you to come work out with us. We'll interview you. He declined all of them except for the Lakers and the Suns, which are already 2 teams that LeBron plays for, but is interested in playing for. If anybody don't know anything about the Phoenix Suns, they have Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, right? So those are the 2 teams he said, I'm only working out for them. My question to you, Shy, is Bron behind the scenes pulling strings, or is this just, what's going on here? Is this like a Deion Sanders, my son is only going to play in warm weather? Like, what's up?
Come on, man. That was a long-winded way to say, man, this is nepotism at yo. Come on, bro.
I had to break it down for people who did not know, bro.
Man, fam, listen, this is nepotism, and rightfully so, right? This is not a bad thing. If it was my son, I would do the same thing, bro. Like you one of the greatest players in NBA history. Like I got the opportunity, and bro, they've been talking about doing this since, bro, before he got to even college. This has been in the works for a long time. So this is not surprising to me. They're gonna be playing for the same team. He's gonna get drafted by, like you said, either the Lakers or the Suns. They're gonna make sure it happens, right? They're gonna pull the strings behind the closed doors and maneuver the way they need to maneuver. And this is gonna happen. And there's nothing wrong with it. But let's just call it like we see it. He's not ready for the NBA. He's not, he's not ready at all. He's a below tier on a terrible USC squad. Yeah, I mean, they were garbage. He's garbage. He's not that good, right? And
he's got a long way.
He's got a long way to go before he's gonna be really ready, and that's okay. Let's just call a spade a spade. Nepotism at play, and it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that.
I'm cool with it, bro. What's up, Vashti?
Hey,
welcome.
I apologize for my tardiness.
Oh, ain't no need to apologize. This is family. You pulled up. You know what I'm saying? You pulled up at the function right on time, so you good. Here's the thing though, bro. I'm cool with the nepotism as well. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was in an NBA and if I was on LeBron level, like I'll be like, if I want to play my son, like, bro, I have sacrificed 20 years of my life in this league. I'm gonna do that. I think the only reason why this is a story is because people allegedly say that LeBron pulls a lot of strings with a lot of things that he does outside of just his family. In terms of coaching, in terms of all these different things, right?
What's the
problem? Who you want to play with, all of that, right? But that's what happens when you are arguably the best player in the league. You can pull it now, not everybody, because we can talk about the Kobe situation, David Stern vetoing the Chris Paul trade. That's a whole nother story. But
you know all about that one, huh?
You said what? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. That was, my second favorite team outside the Hornets, like we talked about last week. Hornets is my team. We gonna right. I'm gonna stick beside them. Anyway,
Vashti, did I miss something?
No, it was just a joke.
Didn't miss nothing.
You didn't miss nothing.
Okay.
It was a joke. It was a joke from last week for those who.
Oh, I remember that. I just, I didn't know. Okay.
Somebody hit me on social media and was like, "Yo, why Shot and Vashti rag you like that, man? Like, what was up with that? Why can't you like the Lakers?" And I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You can like the Lakers, just pick a side.
Pick a side. Like I can't like both of them. Like, no. I like the Lakers more. Of course, I'm rooting for the Lakers, right? But I don't want to see Hornets fail.
Pick a side, bro.
People in the chat, man, y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping or not? Am I tripping or not? Like,
tripping.
We'll see. We'll let the comments say it. Vashti, do you have any thoughts about this nepotism situation of Bron really pulling the strings? And Bronny had 10 scheduled visits and he said nope to all of them except for Lakers and Suns. Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, good for him. The Mannings did it, didn't they?
Yeah. Deion's about to do it for Fedor.
Deion's about to do it, and low key, Christian McCaffrey was definitely game managing, and he had the guidance of his father as well. So stop. Listen, if you have the benefit of that, people do it all the time. This is not irregular. How many churches do you go to where the preacher, you got the main preacher who built up the church, and then the son, the daughter leading the choir? Listen, I'm perfectly fine with it. And I hope somebody drafts him. I hope the Lakers draft him. And if he's pulling strings behind the scenes, I don't care about that either. Because do you know how much money LeBron makes the Lakers and the league as a whole, or how much money he has made them? So what? Good for him.
Now, this is interesting. I'm very curious. So in the arena, which is another podcast, if y'all haven't checked them out, make sure y'all go subscribe. He said the Mannings are a little different. I don't know. Like Manning's LeBron. Like LeBron James is a household name. Like,
yeah, bro. I don't see the difference.
I don't see any different. I don't see any difference there. I guess he's saying because of the fact that they told him not to draft. I don't know. I don't know, but I agree with everything y'all said. Anybody in the chat would be lying if they said they wouldn't do that for their child.
Yo, I would move heaven and earth, do what I got to do, and that's LeBron's doing it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let him do what he needs to do.
This happens in everyday life. People in power do things like this for their kids. Like just because it's on a big stage, a sport and everything, they want to make it a big deal. I don't see it. All right, let's go and go to the next thing real quick before we get into our starting lineup. If y'all did not see, there is something going around saying that there is going to be the end of OTA. So the NFL Players Association is working to finalize a particular proposal that is basically going to overhaul the offseason starting as soon as 2025. So basically no OTAs, and it's going to be like an extended training camp. So usually with OTAs, you got like a little break and then it's training camp. They're saying like, forget that little break. We're going to extend it. And it's going to be basically a longer training camp. We've seen a lot of players say, hey, like the younger players are like, hey, I don't know any better. We'll see what happens. A lot of the vets are saying they don't really like it. Shot, let's start with you on like, what are your thoughts on it, if you do have any thoughts? And then we'll go to Vashti. And I'm curious, Vashti, from your perspective as well, not only your personal opinion, but maybe some of the things that you have heard while you were in the building at Bank of America Stadium. Let's start with Shot.
I think perspective is very important. I have no skin in the game here. I'm not the one out there practicing and going hard, and I don't know the schedule, so I don't know. I that's really not for me to say whether it's right or wrong. I stand on the side of the players. They the ones saying they don't like it. Then I'm rocking with them. Like they the ones that got to live this. From a content creator standpoint, I mean, the more content, the better. I'm not, So, but I have no opinion on this. I'm rolling with the players. They don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel that. Vashti, what do you think?
I agree with Rashad. I am for whatever is going to benefit the players. I think that this is coming about because they're likely going to extend the season an additional game, which honestly, because of how much money these games bring in, there's going to have to be a cutoff at some point, but they'd like to extend the season, another game, which would mean a shorter off season, quote, potentially for the guys. And this will now extend or give them a longer break between the season and on-field stuff with the team. I think that these OTAs and these workouts are extremely valuable for young players, rookies, first, second, even third year players. I think that if they do make it a longer training camp, it needs to be a situation where those younger guys are there, and then vets have the option to opt out the first few weeks. One, they're older, they need more rest. Two, they may not need the time that these other guys need. But whatever players like, I'm on the side of the players. But from what I understand, the NFLPA made this proposition,
which is interesting.
So, this means the players,
right?
But the NFL, if you follow football, the NFLPA as an organization is fairly weak, very weak.
Trash.
As a players union, but this is their proposal, so the players will still have to vote on it. Josie Jewell said he didn't like the idea. Yesterday, I think he said he talked to a couple other vets that didn't like the idea. On the flip side, Icky said that he didn't care. Basically, he'll go with whatever the majority goes for when it comes to players voting for this. So, it's all about the money, but I don't know. I think they're saying starting training camp at the end of June, the beginning of July. That's a long training camp.
It's a long time.
A long training camp. So
I think, of course, money is the bottom line by any means. And I think they're going to try to find a way to make more money. I know Josie, I saw his press conference and he was talking about, hey, if they had an extra game, that means more money for us. I think the only thing, and I saw one player say this, is like, they really feel bad for the undrafted free agents, because OTAs is the time where they really kind of get acclimated with the playbook. They get a chance to showcase their skill set before training camp starts, so that all eyes will be on them depending on what their skill set is and how well they did in OTAs. And so now they won't really get that chance to do so. Now we don't know what that is going to look like. They may still just do their version of OTAs or rookie mini camp a few weeks before, so that gives veterans some time. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I'm for the players. I'm not out there sweating and working and all those different things. So whatever they feel as though is best is cool with me. All right, so let's get into the starting lineup. So Memorial Day just passed, and this was the first time in a while that my family had a cookout, and it got me into the mood of, man, like, yo, this would be dope to kind of do a top starting five in terms of cookout foods. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do cookout foods next week. I'm gonna let y'all know early. We're doing cookout songs next week. So cookout songs. If y'all want y'all top five, make sure y'all come and pull up with your top five. And we're gonna talk about your top five cookout songs. So your cookout foods, it doesn't have to be just like a protein. It could be fruit. It could be whatever it may be. But when you go to a cookout, whether you are hosting a cookout, whether you are going to a cookout, whether those that's that top five. What's that top five that you got to make sure is on your plate? Let's start with Vashti, number 5. What's up?
There's a trend to my like top. So the only side on the list is gonna be number 5, and that's potato salad.
Okay, so you only got one side. I got what, 2 sides?
I got 2
3
sides too.
I have 3 low key.
No.
Okay, so potato salad. Why potato salad? Is that like you got to have that every time?
I just feel like it's a good cookout food. It pairs well with all of the other items that I'm going to mention. Especially, I didn't make a plate, but it pairs well with my top 2 items. Like, it's like, it goes well with food from the grill.
Okay, fair enough. Shot, what you got?
Yep. So I had to put this one in there because my wife is vegan, right? So we do a lot of vegan dishes. So we do these grilled veggie skewers, right? So I had to add that in there for her since it is her birthday. But grilled veggie skewers for me, number 5.
Grilled veggie skewers. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. The way I make them.
That's solid. That's solid. You are you a griller?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, sir.
There you go. Man of my cloth. I like it. Cool. So for me, number 5 has to be, it's close to yours, Vashti, but I gotta go with pasta salad. So, but not potato salad, pasta salad. And I like my pasta salad cold with cucumbers, diced cucumbers in, the Italian dressing, all of that. I think it just hits because you're getting all your grilled food hot. You need something a little cold, so that pasta salad sets it off for me. So I'm going number 5, pasta salad. I mean, look, Vashti, I didn't say nothing about yours, but if you want to get there, let's go. Okay. Let's go. You want to, what's wrong with pasta salad?
All right, here we go. Let's fire it up.
Let's go.
Fire up the debate.
No, nothing. It's just a little Caucasian-y, but okay.
What? Pasta salad is Caucasian-y?
Just a little. I mean, if we compare pasta and potato, I mean, one is a little more Caucasian-y than the other. But it's cool. It's cool. You cannot mess up a pasta salad. You literally cannot mess up a pasta salad.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
It's literally
you can mess up
pasta, Italian dressing, and which like onions and cucumbers and stuff. Like, you cannot mess that up.
Yes,
potato salad, there is an art to potato salad.
There is an art to potato salad. There is. And there's more of an art to potato salad than pasta salad. I'm not disagreeing there, but there is a way that you can mess up pasta salad. I've seen it where it's like a lot of extraness in there. And I've had pasta salad with like added feta cheese in it, all these different things that really set it off, right? There's a way you can do it. Don't knock. Look, I invite you to a cookout.
I will try the pasta salad, but I'm said
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not eating that, bro.
It's a little and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's a culturally it's different. Like, that's not like when I'm in Orangeburg where my people are from, it's just like that's different. We're not doing pasta salad, but that's cool. That's cool.
I grew up having pasta salad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm black.
Gonna let you
black,
finish.
so what we talking about? What we talking about? Pasta salad is where I see all
Top
people in here.
five. Pasta salad. Top
We
five.
good, bro.
Top five,
We good,
yeah.
bro.
Top five, yeah. Pasta salad, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Pasta salad, top five. All right, so yeah, y'all, the rest of y'all top five better be fire because I'm coming with it. All right,
mine is
all
fire.
right. Number 4, Vashti.
I mean, mine isn't fire. I'm a meat person, so there are cookout staples. There's some there. Mine would my top 5 would be cookout staples, stuff where you go to a cookout, you better have hot dogs. So that's gonna be number 4. Like, who goes to a cookout? They don't have hot dogs. They gotta be all beef, and the buns gotta be toasted. They gotta be slightly burnt. But these are my top 5 foods. Like, you gotta have a hot dog.
Oh, you like that's my top 5. This was my top food. Y'all try to kill it too. So
I didn't kill it. I just said I couldn't relate.
Y'all
we killed that.
Thank you, Scott. Y'all killed it, bro. Y'all killed it.
Pasta salad number 5 is that's.
And the crazy thing, I'm not saying of all time. This is my top 5. I gotta say it every time, y'all be killing me. It's all good though.
Is you potting or are you?
No, I'm not even potting. I do like pasta salad, bro. I rock with the pasta salad. I'm not even potting right here, bro. That's I rock with the pasta salad, and I love potato salad too. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat potato salad, right? It depends on who makes it. That's the biggest thing out of all this for the starting lineup is, you got to ask certain things of who made the pasta salad, who made this, who made that. So
you got to ask who made the pasta salad. It's really literally like ain't nobody asking who made the pasta salad.
That's true. Ain't nobody going.
Nobody's asking that. You just gonna try it because it's pasta salad.
That's true.
Yeah, right.
I second that. That's facts.
People gonna ask who made the potato salad. That is literally who made the baked beans. Who made the macaroni and cheese?
Okay.
But nobody's asking who made that pasta salad.
Hey, I asked who made everything.
I mean, fair enough, but I'm just saying.
I'm asking who made everything.
We know what you bring into the cookout.
I'm definitely not that. I'll tell you, no, absolutely not. We'll get to the stuff that I make. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, sweetheart. We'll get to it.
Okay.
All right. So you got glizzies. I mean hot dogs on your top 5. Okay. Shot.
Yeah, I'm going baked beans number 4. And you gotta have the meat in there.
Absolutely.
All right, you gotta have some bacon, you gotta have the hamburger, you gotta have the peppers, the onions, you gotta throw some butter in there, some brown sugar. You know what I mean? You gotta add it all in there. You know what I mean?
Too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You gotta add it all in there. So that's
I don't add the peppers and the onions in mine.
Oh, bro,
personally.
you gotta have it in there, bro. You put that in your pasta salad, but don't put it in your baked beans. What we doing?
Everybody different, bro. I'm not saying I didn't.
What we doing, man?
What's that? Hold on. Shut up. Hold on.
Come on, what we doing, bro?
You
gotta have the peppers and the onions in the baked beans, dog. Come on, what we doing?
Shot. I didn't say that it wasn't nasty. I didn't say it was nasty. I would eat it. Pause. I would eat it, right? I'm just saying personally, I don't make mine like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I said.
What you put in your baked beans?
So everything he said, so the hamburger, the brown sugar, all those different things he said. I just don't do the green peppers. The peppers and the onions. That's it.
In there, bro.
That's all. Everything else is the same exact way. So that's just what I don't do. But I've had it before and it's good. But I just don't personally do that. Okay. But I do agree. If you're eating hot dogs, it has to be burnt. It has to be slightly burnt for sure. Yeah. I'm not eating no.
I agree there.
Yeah. So, all right. So number 3, Vashti.
What was your 4?
What was your 4?
Oh, my 4 is baked beans. Baked beans. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that's why I went straight into it. My bad. Baked beans.
Number 3, hamburgers.
Hamburgers are solid.
Same for me. Number 3, hamburgers. You gotta have the hamburgers in here.
Okay. For me, number 3 is going to be chicken. I got chicken. I like preferably. I like smoked chicken. I smoke wings. So I like to smoke chicken. I'll do wings. I'll do quarters. All of that. So number 3 for me is chicken. I'll grill it as well, of course. Grill is like the easy thing, right? I enjoy like using the smoker, adding the pellets, adding a little flavor, all those different things in it. So chicken is number 3 for me. Vashti, number 2. Vashai is like.
Shad didn't give his number 3.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, I agree with you. Hamburgers.
Oh, hamburgers. Okay.
Yeah, she just waiting to judge somebody.
No, I wasn't. Number 2, chicken. Gotta have chicken. I am a mustard barbecue sauce person, although I do like ketchup base or tomato base, but I love a good mustard barbecue sauce with a little tang in it. So yeah, chicken number 2.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be wings. It could be or wings are the only piece of white meat. Everything else, it got thighs and legs.
Yeah, no, we rock with the dark. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And let the skin be crispy.
Absolutely. So that's the thing.
And the chicken juicy.
You gotta smoke it, right? If I'm smoking wings, I'm smoking it and then put it on the grill for the crispy outside. Look, come rock with me. I'll learn you something. You know,
not with that pasta salad. I'm questioning. I literally was like, okay, because last time you told us you were on the grill, and I was like, okay. But when you made pasta salad top 5,
this is what I like to eat. This is what I like to eat.
It leaned a little South Park and not West Side. I'm a West Side girl, okay? You know what I mean?
Hey,
that's all I'm saying.
That's crazy that you're judging. I'm not all right. So first off, let me start off with this. For me, and I'm not sure how you are, Shad, so I'm not even gonna put this in I'm not even gonna say this is a all guy thing, but for me personally, I'm big on the entrees and less on the sides.
Yeah, thanks.
So yeah, me too. That's why I only had one side.
I'm talking about what I make.
Oh, what you make.
I make. I'm big on the entree. I make the entrees and everything, the sides and everything. I'm like, babe, can you take that? Can you take care of it for me? So, when it comes to I've made pasta salad before, I've made baked beans before, yes, but I don't normally do that. Y'all gonna chill on the pasta salad. It's just I enjoy it. It's good. I'm not even gonna get into it. All right, let's go to the next one. Who got number 2? Is it me?
Yep.
Do you already win?
I said number 2. Yeah, I didn't go.
So my number 2, my number 1 is related, but they separate. Okay. But my number 2 has got to be ribs. Yes, you got to have the ribs, baby back spare. Don't even matter. You got to smoke them up. 3, 2, 1 method. You know what I mean? We wrapping them up.
Come on,
come on, bro. Stop.
Come on, man.
What we doing, man?
What we doing? What we
doing, man? Yes, I'm a rib method.
Yes,
3,
sir.
2, 1, dog.
You got to do the 3, 2, 1 method. It got to be on there for at least
get that tiger sauce. Come on, man. Stop it, yo.
Man, come on, bro. Absolutely. Number 2 is mine as well. Ribs is my number 2 as well. Got to use the 3, 2, 1 method. You got to be able to take it off after that 3 hours.
Wrapping things up.
You got to put the brown sugar on that bad boy. A little honey. You put a little honey on there. The parquet on there. You wrap it up in the foil and then put that bad boy on.
Don't get hungry thinking about it.
Man, come on, man. Look. 4th of July, I am smoking ribs. That's what I'm doing, bro. Smoking ribs. The next thing I got to do, it takes forever, but next thing I'm doing is smoking brisket. But yeah, that 3, 2, 1 method is how you get it done, man. Vashai, literally fall off the bone. You don't need no knife. It's just literally pull apart and there's your meat.
I like my ribs to have a little more sustenance than fall off the bone, but they do need to be tender.
Yeah.
And that leads into my number 1, ribs. Okay. I don't want baby back ribs. I need a full slab of ribs that has the gristle at the end. Don't cut the gristle off. Leave it included. There's flavor and fat in that gristle.
Yeah.
All right. My parents my dad owned a barbecue restaurant in Key West, and ribs were his specialty. So I don't play around with those. People say they know how to cook ribs. They don't really know how to cook ribs. So, and on the ribs, I like the red barbecue sauce on the ribs, mustard barbecue sauce on the chicken. But yes, ribs, my number 1. And fall off the bone is cool, but that's the smoked, which is fine. No, that's good too. But I like to have to bite into it. I don't need if I don't have to pull the bone off, it's a little too soft.
Okay, fair enough.
A little too soft.
I get it.
But yeah, ribs, number 1.
Did your dad make his barbecue sauce?
Yeah.
He's legit. Shot. Number one.
So my number one is kind of related to ribs, but if you come to my crib and it's one of them days, we eat some pork belly, dog. Come on, man. What we doing? Pork belly.
You fancy.
That candy. Bro, come on, man. It's so good.
Do you grill that as well?
Come on, bro.
There's a real technique to grilling that or smoking it.
Smoke it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, smoke. Same thing. It's not 3, 2, 1, but very similar method. So good, man. Melts in your mouth. Pause. You know
I haven't done that. I haven't done pork belly before.
Come on, man.
But it's good. I've had pork belly before.
Change your life, bro. It's gonna change your life, man. Trust me.
You do a candy too? Do you do candy pork belly?
Candy them up, bro.
Come on,
it's
bro.
fantastic.
Yes,
same thing, bro. It's fantastic. Pork belly, number one. Try it.
I rock with it. For me, I think that this is a staple. I don't care if it's a cookout. I don't care if it's Christmas. I don't care if it's Thanksgiving. I don't care what it is. And I'm going to ask who made it, and that's mac and cheese.
Okay.
Mac and cheese for me is the number one side. I love mac and cheese. Mac and cheese goes with almost everything, especially during Thanksgiving when you put it right beside the yams.
They get that
touch.
That mingle a little bit.
Come on, that's bro. Good. Stop playing with me. So yeah, that's how I do.
I respect the mac and cheese.
Here we go.
But it is not a requirement for a cookout.
I agree.
It's a little, yeah. I'm sorry. We know it's your top 5.
It's your party.
Thank you.
It's your party.
We know we gonna have heavy macaroni salad, pasta salad, and macaroni and cheese.
I'm not saying you gotta have. So bash diet.
She flavor.
Yeah, she killing me.
We gonna have all the noodles at Carlos. All the noodles at Carlos cookout.
Yeah,
not my noodles.
All right, we're gonna have all meat, paws, and no sides at your cookout.
Hey, potato salad. It's a cookout. What's the one staple of a cookout? The grill. It's not a cookout if you're not grilling food. So all the food, the staples got to be grilled foods.
Bash eye. I never said that this top 5 is my entire plate.
Oh, I know you got some other stuff. I'm just saying, I'm adding a couple of my critiques. Macaroni and cheese is it's definitely a Thanksgiving staple.
Christmas. Yeah.
Look, bro, it's a state. Look,
I mean, cookout.
Bro, I've seen y'all stop playing like you haven't been to a cookout and had mac and cheese, y'all. Come on.
They've had it there, but I think potato salad and baked beans are more like staples.
Oh, I'm not saying but this is not a top 5 of staple.
Cookout. I get it. You said top 5 cookout foods.
Yeah, and that is a
top 5 cookout food.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel as though mac and cheese is.
I'm gonna pull up with green beans before I pull up mac and cheese at a cookout.
Nah, I ain't pulling up with no green beans in no cookout.
Yeah. Come on, man. You ain't had them right then.
Nah,
I ain't pulling up with green beans either.
I pull up with salad before I pull up with green beans at a cookout,
bro. Y'all ain't had. All right, I got you next time. I put you bring the pasta salad. I bring the green beans, bro. Let's do it.
Hey yo, look, I'm not pulling up with no pasta salad, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not pulling up with pasta salad if we're doing a cookout. I'm trying to tell you, but mac and cheese sets it off with no matter what it is. I don't care. I eat that.
It's good. It's a good side. It's a great side. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing.
Great side. It's a great side. And I was going to pick ribs number 1, but I was like, no, I rock with mac and cheese, man. Mac and cheese go with everything. So that's why I went mac and cheese.
Okay.
Bro, look, facts. Double OK. Mac and cheese at a black cookout gonna last 10 minutes.
If it's good.
Everybody, especially if you know who made it, it's gone. It's gone. Mac and cheese hits.
I know what ain't gonna be gone in 5 minutes.
That's a fact.
Pasta salad.
You taking some of that home for sure.
That's fine.
Go ahead and pack that up. Who made the pasta salad? Go ahead and take that back with you. Whose bowl is this? Go ahead.
Here's the thing, though. Like the reason. Let me look, Your Honor. The reason I picked.
You need to plead the fifth, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, I ain't pleading no fifth. I'm gonna state my case. There's not a lot of things like besides fruit, right? And I didn't want to pick fruit as a cookout food, right? But it's not a lot of things at a cookout that is cold, right? You get a lot of potato salad, right? Do you eat yours cold or you eat yours warm? Now
who Who has warm potato salad? What is that?
That's a whole bruh. Some people.
I've never heard of that.
Our counterparts, they do a lot of different interesting things, right?
I don't know about that.
But there's not a lot of things that you eat cold, right? So when you got all these other things that are hot, the pasta salad for me sets it off because it's something totally different. It's a different vibe. It just sets it off for me. And here's the thing: I don't put it on the same plate as everything else. You got to put it in on a separate plate or a bowl or something like that. So you eat that on the side.
You really serious about that,
bro? I'm telling you, I grew up with bro. I'm trying to tell you the thing. This is not something where I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna I'm being for real. I'm not potting. This is I rock a pasta salad.
We thought you was content creating.
Nah, bro. Nah. This ain't it. This is for real, bro. I rock a pasta salad, but it's not something that I rock with to the point where it's like I always have to have it, or I have to pull up with it, or it has to. No. But if it's there, I'm gonna ask who made it, and if I rock, okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
I love Italian dressing, right? Growing up, anytime I had salad, anything, it was always Italian dressing. I didn't even use ranch like that. It was always Italian dressing. So anything with Italian dressing, I'm like, yo, bet. All right. So that's maybe I
agree with that. I'm not a ranch girl. I've always been Italian dressing or balsamic or something like that. But
yeah. And two, one thing, look, my parents both are from Michigan, right? This is a North thing. So maybe this is what I was just raised in with potato salad. So maybe it's not a South thing for those who are from the South. That's how I was raised.
A lot of people from Detroit migrated from where? Alabama area, Tennessee,
a little bit everywhere. A little bit everywhere. So
even so
who knows?
Maybe it is. I just am saying.
I feel you. But I just know that Vatshai, if you ever invite me to a cookout that you hosting, I won't bring potato salad. We can agree on that.
Yeah, I don't host cookouts, but that's
You go to cookout. I'm just saying if you ever did.
But I would. Yeah, you don't bring the potato salad.
Fair enough. All right, so we got a new segment tonight that we're gonna run through these quick. We're not gonna spend too much time on each segment, but this is called pull up or sit out. So if you're going to the pregame, if somebody hits you up and say, yo, so-and-so gonna be there, this, that, and the third, because of course every person gonna say who's gonna be there. You will say, oh yeah, I pull up, which means you agree with the statement I'm gonna show. Or you oh, you know what? I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't necessarily agree with the statement that is on the screen. All right, so we're gonna go through these quickly. But the first thing I want to do is this one. So everybody knows the Celtics won. They beat the Indiana Pacers 4-0. They're going to the finals. Again, it's their second time in a few years. I think the last time they went to the finals, they lost to the Warriors. Going to the finals, but a lot of people are saying that they had a really easy route to the finals. The reason being is because first they went against Miami, but there was no Jimmy Butler. There was no Terry Rozier because they were both hurt. They beat them 4-1. Then went to Cleveland. They had no Donovan Mitchell, no what's his name? Something Allen. I can't think of his last name, but they beat them 4-1. Then they went against the Pacers, beat them 4-0. But Halliburton got hurt too. So they're saying that this was a very easy route to get out of the Eastern Conference into the finals. Are you pulling up? Do you agree that this was an easy route? Or are you saying, hey, I'm sitting this one out. I think that they earned it. Let's start with Vashti.
I agree that it was an easy route, but when you're the number one seed, that's what you're supposed to have is the easiest route to the NBA finals. So was it an easy route? Yeah. I mean, it's still the league. They're still playing against other professional athletes, but they're number one seed. So that's literally how it's designed.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think they definitely had an easy route, but what do you want them to do? Control injuries? I mean, they play who they played, and however they got there, if they can get past the Mavericks, whenever the Mavericks can take care of the Wolves, are we gonna go back and G-check their path and be like, oh, your ring don't count? What are we doing? So however you get there, nobody cares.
Right. No, I agree with y'all. I'm gonna sit this one out too. I think the biggest thing is any competitor will say that they want to play the best, right? But you can't control that. You can't control who's on the court, who's on the field. You can't control any of that. All you can control is how you, your particular team and what you bring to the game. And so for them, they were the number one team the entire season. Everyone already said that they were the favorites to make it to the finals, and that's what they did. And so we'll see what happens when they play what it looks like it's going to be the Mavs. So yeah, I'm gonna sit that one out. All right. So I don't know if y'all saw this recently, but there's always been something along with ghostwriters, and look, Vashti's shaking her head already. There's always something with Drake and ghostwriters. But something came out about Mob Ties, which was a song on Scorpion, which is probably one of my favorite songs off Scorpion. That was my jam. Okay. Like Sickities, like when that song came on, you were vibing, right? Everything was just that was just one of my top songs. He was even on LeBron's podcast saying like, oh, after the Pusha T beef is when this song dropped, and that's what gave me the energy to do so and so. However, Vori, who is another rapper, not really that well known, but he's had maybe a hit or two. There was a reference track that was released this week that basically 2 minutes long of him basically making the song Mob Ties for him, saying the same thing, the same type of flow, the same type of vocals. If you haven't seen this, all over social media. And so now people are like, yo, like they're discrediting him for that song because a lot of people rock with that song. What are y'all thoughts on this? Do you think that when it comes to rappers, they lose credibility as an artist, as an MC for having ghostwriters? Are you pulling up with that statement? Or do you feel as though, hey, I'm sitting out this statement because Drake is not necessarily just a rapper, he is a pop star, and that's what singers and pop stars do? Let's start with Vashti.
I'm pulling up with the loss of credibility. When I heard that reference track, it's basically plagiarism if we're keeping it a buck. I was floored because Mob Ties was my jam, and I'm listening to the beat, the cadence, the lyrics. Like, bruh, he stole like Soldier said, he copied my whole flow.
Bar for
word, bar for bar. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, so what? And then it's already out there. Oh, he says he has ghostwriters and stuff like that. Isn't that part of like the hip hop game? Is that, you lose credibility as a rapper if you don't write your own rhymes. You're not taking it seriously. At least in the past, that was the case.
Right.
So to hear that reference track, I was like, bruh, yeah. I personally lost some respect for Drake when I heard that. And, I think there were a couple of other ones that were.
Man, this happened a lot of his career, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shot.
Is y'all done?
Oh, wait. Oh,
all right. Listen.
Okay. All right. So we already knew Drake had reference. We've heard reference tracks back when he was beefing with me. So we already knew this was a thing. Let's not act like we surprised like Drake got reference tracks, and we know this is what Drake does. He's a pop star. You got to separate the MC aspect from a pop star. Name a pop star that doesn't have writers. They all do. Yeah. They all do. All pop stars have writers. Drake is maybe not all, but majority of them.
All of them do. Pop stars, all of them have writers or have used them. So Drake has separated himself from an MC conversation. Now, he can no longer say, now I agree with this aspect. He can no longer say, hey, I'm better than you. I blah, 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 blah. I write, I'm blah, blah, I'm this, I'm that. I'm the nicest MC. No, you can't say that because you have these reference tracks. But bro, this is not stopping his bag. Yo, Drake is still Drake. Bro, when he dropped that banger, y'all still gonna be in, y'all like Mob Ties and didn't even know. So that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change anything, bro. He's still gonna drop bangers, and y'all still gonna like him.
He dropping bangers that aren't hit. Like you fall in love with the artist. Yes. You fall in love with the artist.
No, because you said it was plagiarism, and it's not. This man is
it's not.
He's credited.
So here's the thing, though.
I said it's basically plagiarism.
Yeah,
he's credited though. He's got compensated for it.
Oh yeah, you paid him to use his lyrics, his cadence, and stuff.
That's the game, bro. I guarantee you.
But Rashad, and what made Drake a pop star? His popularity, because the genre is still hip hop.
Not
like what made him a pop star?
Line. Bro, he makes music.
So if you cross over, then you're a pop star. Is Jay-Z a pop star?
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, if you come on, what
I mean,
are we doing?
okay, so here's the thing, bro. When you think of like what the word pop mean, like popular, I get what you're saying, but when you think of pop star in terms of everything else, like if you go to Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you use, and put in hip hop, you're not gonna see a lot of us on that. Come on now. You're gonna see a lot of the Camila Cabello's, Billie Eilish,
drop these bangers, bro.
Taylor Swift.
Y'all gonna love it.
Well, I'm waiting on the bangers because what?
Y'all gonna love
it.
He's
been mighty quiet. Drake usually always comes out with something that's a summer song.
He's coming.
He's on the decline right now. I don't know. I don't know
about. All right, so this is where like I was agreeing with you all the way until you say he on decline. I don't think he on a decline yet.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, though. I think the only reason that this was a big deal is because, like, yes, there are people that utilize different verses, different lyrics, different things. It happens a lot, but this was different. This was like a whole 2 minutes, and he took a lot from Vori. And I think I was just like, yo, because Montage was such a big song, people rocked with it, so that was a difference. Now, granted, like, if you're reading this too late, he used a lot of different things from Quentin Miller. That was a whole different spiel. I think this is what Joe Budden said and stuff on this podcast, and I agree with it, is we have to understand like the difference between like a Kendrick and a Drake. Kendrick will drop a fire album and then disappear for a little bit to then work on his craft, work on an album, work on another potential classic, all those different things. Drake never really took a break. He was always in the forefront of the masses, right? So I think for him, he was trying to be quick and get things out where he was like, oh, I need help. Like, not I need help, but like, yeah, I'll utilize this instead of like really being able to sit back, get in his creative bag and do something, right? Yes. And I see that, yes, he's done it for others. Yes, that's fine. He wrote for Beyonce too on Heated. I get all of that. But it was just as an MC, like hip hop has different rules, right? Like they're big on like if you're gonna flow, if you're gonna rap, you're gonna freestyle all that stuff. Like we want it to be from you, not necessarily from anybody else. Singers, they do it all the time, yo. I know that singers always have different writers and all those different things. It's just like, yo, I think he just like loses a little credibility for me. So I'm like pulling up slightly. But I mean, at the end of the day, Drake drops a hit, people are gonna listen to it. It's not gonna change anything. It's just like, yo, as an MC, okay, like, yeah, you need help, but
take him out the MC conversation. Like, I agree. He don't belong there. But I'm not looking to Drake for like a elite level ball. We just saw him get handled by Kendrick. That we're not looking for Drake for that. Like that, I take him out that conversation.
So you see him as an artist, like forget the rapper.
He's out of here, bro. Yeah, take him out of the MC conversation. Now, somebody said in the comments, if Cole had ghostwriters, then I'm gonna be mad. You're right, because Cole is an MC. That's a different conversation. Drake is not. He's not an MC, bro. He left that conversation a long time ago.
I'm curious how it's gonna go because we've seen rappers who crossed over, who got into public beefs, and their career went on the decline. With Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Rule ran the early 2000s.
He was the guy.
He had hit after hit after hit after hit. And then and it wasn't even his beef with 50 wasn't even like we didn't see the reference tracks. Nobody was saying like it was, and Ja Rule hadn't been the same since. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Drake, but I do think people have lost as a whole. People they're saying he looked funny in the light. He looked funny in the light right now.
Yeah. He's got to be very strategic with what he does next. And I think that Sexy Red song wasn't it.
I agree. I don't think that was it either. But if he bounced back from the whole Pusha T situation, I think he'll be fine. That Pusha T situation was supposed to end him too, and he bounced right back. These are different times. That Ja Rule 50 Cent beef, that was streets. That's completely different. This is a whole nother thing.
I agree with you on that. And plus, I think the biggest reason I think he's going to win, and we're going to move forward to the next thing. The biggest reason I think he's going to win is because he has a huge backing in terms of a label and money and a machine behind him to make sure, because he's making a lot of people a lot of money. So I think that they're going to find a way to do it, which is why the beef stopped in the first place. Because a lot of labels are calling us like, yo, we about to lose a lot of money. Let's chill out on this. But that's a whole nother story. All right. So you pulling up or are you sitting out? So Patrick Queen went on press conference for the Steelers and basically said that he had a lot of teams offering him a lot more money than what the Steelers were, but he wanted to go to a team that could win now. And everybody knows that we were interested as a Panthers fandom. They were saying that a lot of Panthers were interested, or the front office was interested in Patrick Queen. Do you feel like this was subtle shots fired towards the Panthers because he didn't feel like we could win? Because he said that they were offering him $17 million. He took a lot less with the Steelers because he wanted to win now. So 2 questions real quick. Do you think that was subtle shots fired? And also, do you think that the Steelers are in a win now? Are they a winning team? And granted, yes, they have won 9-8 games every now and then. And Tomlin has not had a losing season. But what are y'all thoughts on what Patrick Queen said? Let's start with Shot.
Picking a winning team and then going to the Steelers. Yeah, I think it depends on what your level of winning is. I think he capped it a little bit there.
Definitely.
I don't know if it was taking a shot at the Panthers per se. I don't know. I know we were talking to him, but I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know. But yeah, saying you want to go to a winning team and then picking the Steelers, it sounds kind of crazy. So I don't know. Just a little bit of cap. That's all I got. I have nothing else to add to that.
Fair enough. Vashta.
I mean, he was formerly with Baltimore, who,
Right.
so we did not upgrade at all. Okay. Right. This was not an upgrade. This was a downgrade.
Right.
So and then you go to a Steelers team in flux, questionable at the quarterback position. They usually have a good defense, but this is not a team who anybody is expecting to run the table.
Right.
And even win their division. So I'm not buying that. Oh, I wanted to go to a winning bruh, bye.
Yeah. I feel like he was trying to hype himself up. Yo, I hope I made the right decision. This sounds good.
To me, and also if that's what he did, then he's not smart, because it's not a smart decision as a football player to not take the money. You take the money, period. So either he looked dumb either way. So I don't believe that these teams offered him so much more money, but he decided, no, that's cap. That's cap. That y'all don't believe that. Don't believe that. Don't believe. Nobody is advising him of that. That's cap. No. To go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That'd be stupid to lose. You don't get a lot of opportunities to get contracts like that. And so if that was the case, I agree.
If he went to Kansas City, more believable.
Fair enough. Yes.
Pittsburgh, nah, come on. I don't believe that at all.
You could have stayed at Baltimore for all that.
Stop the cap, bro.
Yeah. He lying.
AP. All right. So next one. There's been a lot of stuff on Twitter around Jonathan Mingo. Because of Xavier Legette, what he's been doing, everything. My question to you all, this is his second year. Is he being criticized fairly? Are you pulling up and saying that he's been basically the question are you pulling up and saying that he's being criticized fairly, or are you sitting out and saying he's being criticized unfairly because of all the disses and complaints about his rookie season? Let's start with Vashti.
I think any rookie criticisms are unfair. If you're going to have criticisms for Mingo, have criticisms for Bryce. The whole situation was a mess. We saw what happened with the offense. We're learning what was going on with the coaching staff. I don't agree with criticizing. Now, could he have played better? The whole offense was putrid. Thanks. So I'm not here to rag on a rookie who had a disappointing season. No.
I feel that shot.
Yeah, it's unfair. But at the same time, when you look at the actions of the Carolina Panthers and you see that they brought in Deontay Johnson, they drafted, Xavier Legette, it's easy to say, we moving on. This dude's trash. It's just convenient to do that. But I look at it the same way, the same situation with TMJ. I still firmly believe in TMJ. I think he's a talented kid.
I agree.
But at the end of the day, when you get lost in the shuffle and these different coaching staffs come in, and they lose you, bro. Sometimes this doesn't work out, and that's not necessarily the player's fault. That's just you just get lost in the sauce, and that happens. Yeah. That's life in the NFL. So I think it's unfair, but it's kind of one of those situations where it is what it is.
Yeah, you can only. When you have a new coaching regime, they can only go off of what they see on film, and when things are trash on film, it's not much you can do. And I think we saw that with TMJ, and I think we're seeing that now with Mingo. I think he's gonna be fine. I think he is. I'm sitting this one out. I think he's being criticized unfairly. I mean, and even like Smitty told us, it's gonna take 3 years. So we'll see what happens. I think he's gonna have a better year this year. I'm not saying it's gonna be anything crazy, but I think that he'll have a better year. All right, last one. So Ice Cube went on a podcast recently and said that No Vaseline is better than any of these diss songs that are out or have been out in the past. So what are y'all thoughts? Do you think No Vaseline is the GOAT diss song? Are you pulling up with that? Or are you sitting it out? And if you are sitting it out, I need to hear what you want, which one you think is the GOAT. So let's start with Shot.
Is it the GOAT? It's tough because that a little bit before my time as far as like being in hip hop. Mm-hmm. It's very dope. And the fact that he went up against who he went up against, took out all them cats. I agree with what he's saying. And so I understand and I kind of agree, but is it the GOAT? My GOAT to me is Ether. Like when that joint came out, I was in my prime. So I gotta go Ether as the greatest diss track of all time. And I'm a whole fan. Like I'm not the biggest Nas guy, but when that even to this day, bro, when that beat dropped, like it's still ring off. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So I gotta go with Ether as the greatest diss track of all time. I think people are recency bias with the whole Kendrick stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah. But man, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Ether. Great.
Okay. Vashti, what do you think?
I actually had to pull up the lyrics. This is before my time as well. Yeah. I've probably heard the song. I can't repeat that bar for bar. So I mean, you
went there.
He went there.
He went there.
I mean, even the title is like,
yeah, he went there.
So and just reading the lyrics and not hearing the cadence and all, I mean, it's got to be up there, okay? I'm just saying, just reading the lyrics, it's up there. Don't ask me where to put it, but it's up there.
That is funny, yo. I might have to clip this one, Todd. I gotta clip that one. She said it's up there.
It is up there. It's up
there. No, fact. I think
just off reading the lyrics is crazy.
Just reading off the lyrics. You didn't even hear his flow. You didn't hear how he said it. You just literally read the lyrics and you was like, it's up there. I think the context, like, cause I heard this song plenty of times, like the context behind it and how like they dissed him and then he came back and like these are his boys. This is NWA he's going against, right? And he basically went out on 4 people and it was solid. Like it was 4. Yeah. I think it's up there for sure. It's definitely up there. I don't know if I can give it the best because there's so many ones out there. But it's definitely top 3 for me for sure. For sure. Like that's on fire. And I rock with Ice Cube already. Like he's a great artist. So the fact that he went out like that, said I was writing for you, doing all these, like he's fast. That's a way to knock out everybody. So I rock with it. All right, last thing, and then we're gonna close. So if everybody saw it, Panther updates real quick. OTAs happened this week. Icky had a lot of things to say. I feel like he had a very therapeutic press conference. Vashti, you and Sheena asked some really good questions. Question for you is like based on like we talked about this last week, the vibe of everything in OTAs. What are your thoughts on how everything felt? And what are your thoughts on Icky and what he said?
I mean, Icky knows his season last year was really bad.
Yeah.
And that if he wants to have any type of career in this league, he's going to have to bounce back. And I knew that he knew that last year. It's hard to answer questions when you have such a bad season, especially coming off an impressive rookie campaign.
Yeah.
Obviously he wants to put it behind him. There's self-awareness there. I appreciate the self-awareness and the accountability that he's taking for that season. But right now that's all that it is. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. So, they spend a lot of money on those guys that they put next to him, and hoping that that'll help bolster the entire line. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But there's definitely accountability there. So
yeah. Shot, what do you think, man? I know you didn't get a chance to go on PNP this week, man. But what are your thoughts on like OTA, the vibes that you've been getting from social media and people you've been talking to?
Yeah, man, it's just one step at a time, bro. I have no major takeaways.
Yeah.
I need to see it, bro. I know we in this mode where it's just kind of taking the baby steps, and I understand we got to go through these humps, and everybody's got to make their small improvements to improve the mass product. But that's just kind of where I'm at with it. We gotta wait and see, man. I need to see at least preseason training camp. I need to see something before I can make any kind of major assessment. So I'm chilling, man. I've got nothing productive to add from these conversations.
I'm waiting on these joint practices. You see a lot about training camp practices are going up against each other. Preseason games are just a formality. Though they go at it. If you've never been to a joint practice, it reveals a lot about the team.
You want to know something funny? Last training camp, the Jets defensive line were killing our offensive line. And we were just like, oh, it's training camp, but it's basically
were they killing them? It wasn't. They weren't.
Well,
I
was not there, so I'm really reading from what I saw last year. So y'all could have saw something different, but I saw on social media was saying that like they were getting to Bryce, or basically that would have been a sack, but he was able to throw it to so and so.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong. This is just he say, she say type things. The only thing that I got to say about this, and then we're going to close, is I blame Icky around like saying, oh, I did not utilize my resources, this and the third. I was really riding the coattails of my rookie year. I think that's just not really fun or exciting as a fan to hear. But at the same time, I'm still blaming that coaching staff for not seeing the things that he was like watching the film, seeing when he wasn't doing well, and then pulling him to the side and saying, no, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Like, why would you just let somebody fail if you don't see him utilizing the resources? Why don't you tell him? And maybe they did. I don't know. But
the same O-line coach that he had from his rookie year.
Is it? Oh, you're talking about last year?
Last year.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Of like, why didn't you? That I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you coach this guy up and tell him you need to do X, Y, and Z? Like, that's what you're there for. That's your job. So I don't know, but I'm excited. I think Damian Lewis being beside him is going to help him out. But cool. That is it. We have a mailbag question, but we'll get into it next week. So if you have any mailbag questions, this is any questions that you have for it could be a little bit about anything. We talked about relationship advice last time. The one we're going to talk about next week is around podcasts and sports channels. Pretty solid question. So we'll get into that. Shout out to my guy Speedy, best podcast out. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. So continue to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know. Let somebody not let us know, but let people know about this particular podcast, man. Make sure y'all pull up on us. We got something special coming on for a training camp we're working on. We'll talk about it a little later on once we get some of the details down, but make sure y'all are ready to pull up on us. But that is it. We are out of here. Thank you for pulling up on us.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
We out of here, y'all. Peace.